she's smiling. She crashes down and she's laughing. And then when she gets off, she went up to like that.
She swear, even now, she's like, I'm not going on again, I didn't like it.
Yes.
And
and then it turns. You can look. It turns to face you forward. I'm crying. It's one of the best videos I've seen. So this is us. We've been at Disney and Universal quite a few times, and we thought we'd start a podcast. Enjoy. Welcome to the first episode of the podcast. This is something new. We've never tried this before, but we've been to Disney a few times. We went previously for this plan to start this podcast, and we're going to give it a go. Backgrounds may change down the line, but yes, my name's Tom. This is Tegan. We're going to give you some of the news, some funny stories that are being out there, and also we're going to go with some videos that you see on social media. I do a lot of social media, and I think it'll be quite funny. And yeah, if you guys have anything funny as well, just let us know. Send it over to us. But new news: the Monsters Inc. roller coaster. Did you see on social media?
The doors.
The doors, yes, the door ride. That obviously closed just after we left.
Yeah, but what was it?
So it was the Muppets, wasn't it? Muppets.
What, the show?
Yes, so the Muppet show has been shut.
So the show's going to be the ride?
Yes, yeah, but it's a roller coaster. So they're rebuilding
like a whole new ride.
Yes, yeah. So it's meant to be like a roller coaster where you sit on it, and then so from the video, I'll show you the video in a second. It goes up like a chair, up, and then links on, and then you go on a roller coaster. So you know the doors in Monsters Inc. when they're going through and they're trying to find Boo's door.
Yeah.
That's what it's going to be.
What? So you're the door?
No, you're not the door. You'll be. I'm assuming you'll be on the door. I don't know. I can show you the video in a sec, but it looks really, really cool. But they finally released it. I think it was on Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it. But they finally released it. The dog's out there just scratching the floor. Joys of Ted. But yeah, they finally released it, and it looks really, really cool. I'll see if I can find it quickly. So, okay, so Disney reveals its first look here. Right, where is it? Okay, so I think it was on X, and someone actually released it. Yeah, Disney Parks, that was it. So Disney Parks released it.
I think it's the concept of it. So
yes, yeah. So they released
kind of like a blueprint video.
Yes, yeah. So they released like a concept of it. I've just clicked on a link and it's just taken me away from it. But you'll see it up there. So you go across it, you like sit on it, and then it takes you up onto the track.
Oh my
and then it turns you round, and then it's a whole roller coaster. I have no idea how big that's going to be, but look at it. And obviously that's from the movie as well. But
wait, so go back.
Yeah, we'll replay it. Look, so you go across, you're sat down.
So it's kind of like soaring. You get on it like soaring.
Yes, and then it turns. You can look. It turns to face you forward.
Oh, that's going to be so much fun.
But do you think Liddy's going to get on it?
Oh, 100%.
You think she'll go on it?
Yeah.
So we've got a daughter. She's 7. We went obviously back in October, and I tell you now, I don't know if any of you guys have had it, but trying to get her on any rides, oh my days.
Yeah, it was like 75 minutes worth of her crying in the
constant. It was
in the queue,
and it was to the point that like, and just to put it on, if you guys have ever been to EPCOT, if you haven't been to EPCOT, search up Figment Imagination ride or something like that. She cried. This ride.
It was only like a 25-minute wait as well. The whole time. And then got on it and was still scared that something might happen.
Yeah. She was like, "What's going to happen?" Like all the way through it, she held me and go, "Daddy, what's going to happen?"
Yeah, because
it was difficult.
Because in the queue it says like it tests all your senses and stuff. So she was like, "Are they going to make us eat stuff? Are they going to make us taste stuff?"
It was stupid. It was stupid. But in the end, like by the end of the holiday, like whilst we're out there, we're obviously, like I said, we were taking notes, recording. I was doing obviously my content side of things. By the end of it, she went on like Hagrid's at Universal. She literally went on like pretty much every big ride. Loved Guardians of the Galaxy. That ride's amazing.
It was that time when we were queuing for the Slinky Dog Dash.
Yeah.
And she cried the entire time. Literally, and I think we even got stuck in the queue because something happened. So then we were on that. We were waiting in that queue for like.
I think it broke down.
It was like 95 minutes or something.
Oh, it was ridiculous.
And she cried the whole time. She got on it. As soon as she got off, she went, "Can we do it again?" And we were like, no, not. And then by that point, it had gone up to 140 minutes. And we were like, absolutely not. Like, you should have enjoyed it the first time.
Yeah. The queue for Slinky Dog is insane. Like, I obviously, when we went, it broke, didn't it? It broke down. And a little tip for you guys, if you guys ever go, is when it breaks down, it's usually up and running within about 20-30 minutes. It's very rare that it's longer. But if you have a little look, they run the ride a couple times before, but they don't let anyone go through, and they make you queue up on the right-hand side. So once you kind of hear them whirling it up, because they'll play all the sounds before they run the roller coaster, when you hear them whirling up, that's when it's...
Yeah, but sometimes they don't shut the entire queue, so you get the choice. If you're already in the queue and it breaks down when you're there, you get the choice to stay in the queue.
Yeah.
So by which case, when they open it again, there might still be a queue.
Yeah, which we had.
But the only thing that they do there, which I get because people have paid for it, is they let Lightning Lane on first before those people, even though they never left the queue.
Yeah.
Which is really annoying because some people were waiting for like 200
that happened
minutes.
The second time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We were in a queue for like over an hour, but we was at the front of the queue when it restarted.
But then there were people there that were there waiting for an hour before it broke down. Then it was down for 45 minutes, and then it still took them like almost another hour to get on.
Yeah.
That's crazy to wait for that long.
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. But it's Slinky Dog, Lydia, yeah. But anyway, going back to the Monsters Inc. So obviously it takes you up, and then as you're up, it like spins you round, so you're facing forward. And I'm assuming you're going to go through all the doors and around.
So I wonder if it's going to be like the Aerosmith ride, Rock and Roller Coaster, in the sense that you do that through all the stuff and it's just lights and that, or is it going to be like a simulator type?
So I think it's
like
going to be a roller coaster ride, but I don't know how it's going to be.
I wonder if they're going to do the visuals like the Runaway Train,
potentially
like the projections and stuff.
Potentially, sorry, I was just checking that. So this is one of the images here. I don't know if you can see it on the screen. But that there is how it's going to look. So I'm assuming the beginning bit on the left-hand side is going to be where everyone goes up. Can you see like the two little forks? And then it goes around, and then it looks like, and we can't see it fully yet, but it looks like the tracks go above and below each other on the right side. I don't know if you can see that there.
I don't get what I'm looking at.
So on the left side here, see by the entrance, the big building. So this is the entrance to show.
Oh,
yeah.
It's a model of the building.
Yes, yeah,
I
inside.
That was the bit that you sit on. I was like, I don't get where we're supposed to sit.
No, so it's going to look like this. Where to go? So it's going to look like that. So that's the entrance. You know where the Muppets is right now? You go round, it's on the left side. You've got like Rise of Resistance as you go through. On the left-hand side, you have the Muppets. It's the whole Muppet section. We didn't really do too much there. We just kind of did the Muppet show.
Yeah, I was, unpopular opinion, I was so happy when they were getting rid of that. And then I was absolutely devastated to find that they changed the Rock and Roller Coaster to the Muppets.
Yeah,
does anybody still watch the Muppets?
I don't know. There's quite a big fan base for it. If people are watching this, we're probably going to get a few comments about that. But yeah, so that's the entrance anyway. So that's where you'd go through. So that's the main building there. And then inside it will look like that. So that's the main entrance you can see on the left-hand side. So you can see it on the left-hand side. And then as you go through, you can see where they're picking you up. Can you see that?
Yeah.
And then it goes forward and around. And then it's going to go into that whole section where all the doors are.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Does that make sense? So that whole factory bit on the right side of that building, that's going to be the doors. And then this is how it looks here.
So it's actually going to be a lounge. Do you reckon you'll be able to walk around that then?
Yeah. So I think that's the image there.
Like Universal, like Diagon Alley, I guess, but like Monsters Inc.
But it's going to be Monsters Inc. Yeah. So hopefully we'll get like the shops that Mike has to walk down when he can't use his car.
Well, that would be quite cool.
Yeah.
Oh, it would be cool if they actually put Mike's car in there.
That would be really cool to be able to get some photos with that.
With a honk and a broom.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's basically what's going to be there for Monsters Inc. Now I don't think that's done until 2026. And then obviously they're changing.
Quite a quick turnaround, to be fair, because we're already 2025. I'm sure that.
Yeah, it may be 2027. I need to double check that.
Yeah.
But I know that the Muppets ride is going to be where Rock and Roller Coaster is going to be.
It's going to be Rock and Roller Coaster.
Yeah, it's going to be Rock and Roller Coaster. Now I don't know if they're going to change much or change the track. They did just refurbish it last year.
I can't imagine they'll change it. So here's my theory: is people are saying, "Oh, but kids don't ride it because it's Aerosmith and they don't know who that is." But kids don't know who the Muppets are either because that stopped running. Like they don't do that anymore. So
Yeah.
I think this is more like nostalgic for the adults. So I don't think they're going to change the track because it's still going to be mostly adults that ride it.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. And it does have an inversion, which a lot of kids don't really tend to like to go on. However, they may fix that, considering it is going to be a kids' ride. Technically, the Muppets is a kids' ride.
I don't know, though, if it's going to be aimed at kids. I don't know. I just feel like there could have been so many different things they could have made it if they were going to appeal to kids. Like Inside Out.
Inside Out would have been an amazing one. I still think a simulator for Inside Out would be incredible.
I thought they were going to change the show, the Muppet Show, to Inside Out. That would have been really good. Like
the big one that I really want changed, and I'm sorry if anyone's watching this, but you got the Three Amigos over at EPCOT, the Donald stuff. I think that would be absolutely amazing if that turned into Coco.
Yeah.
Coco would be amazing on that bit. They really need to do a Coco show,
because it's really
simulator
good as well,
ride.
and I think they're really good at embracing all the different cultures and stuff, and that would be a really good one to bring.
It'd be amazing though, wouldn't it? It would be amazing. However, there is some new news. There's Disney Park Starbucks collection mugs now. Don't know if you've seen these. This is something that you might be interested in. Okay, so they have different mugs like this one here. So this is the Magic Kingdom mug.
That's cute.
Pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there are more. So don't get your hopes up on just that one. This is the Hollywood Studios one.
Oh, so they got one for every park.
Yeah. So they got one Hollywood Studios. So you got obviously the Millennium Falcon there.
Wars on it too.
Yeah, Star Wars, and then obviously it's got, you see the Toy Story, the alien on the right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then you've got obviously Lightning McQueen. What is that? It looks like some sort of dinosaur there as well. See that?
No.
Dinosaur on the bottom left, underneath Lightning.
Oh, it is a dinosaur with ice cream.
Yeah. This one here's the Epcot one. It's got Figment on it. My mum, by the way.
Has that gone? Is that going?
No, Figment's still there.
Why?
I don't know, but Figment is still there. But yeah,
I thought that was going.
My mum loves Figment. It's one of her favourite things. She gets all the pins for it. I don't know if you guys ever collect the pins.
It's a small world, isn't it? It's like it's there because it's traditional, but
do you remember when we got stuck on It's a Small World?
Oh,
and it was singing and singing and singing.
Some of those dolls, they are.
I think one of them had like an arm missing.
There was one. They were dancing, and the hula girls they're supposed to be like this. But there's one that's just going absolutely mental. Just the one.
It's honestly, it is. But yeah, Figment's there. Then you have Animal Kingdom, so they've got their own mug there as well now.
Yeah, but I don't know why they put the dinosaur in it because Dino Land's gone.
That's true. They are getting rid of it.
It's closed now, isn't it?
I think so. I think it may be. I'd have to double check that.
It.
So they got a California one as well.
Oh yeah, I want to go there actually.
Yeah, it'd be quite cool.
That's the original one, isn't it?
I don't know.
I think that opened before Disney World.
Oh, did it?
That's the original.
Okay. So yeah, those are the mugs. Those are the ones you can get them at Starbucks. I don't know how much they are. I'm just trying to have a quick look now. They're online at the moment, so you can get them online. You can order them.
I thought they were going to be like takeout cups.
They would be really, really cool if they were takeout, but
reusable
no, they're mug ones.
Kind of.
Yeah. There's also a new way to get a free prize in Disney World. So, by the way, this is all from Disney Food Block. Shout out to my mum that sent me this. I said to her, I had an idea. I was like, by the way, you know that we're going to do this podcast? She was like, got the thing for you. So she sent this over, and it's Disney Food Blogs. We're going to be doing a lot more research to give you guys more, especially on Universal as well, because we don't have loads on Universal other than the UK one that's being built at the moment.
Yeah, I'd be interested to go to that. Because
absolutely.
I really want to see what we could, can they beat the one that's in?
I don't think it will. I don't
even think it will rival. If I'm honest.
Well, once we obviously get more information, we'll speak about it. I'm excited for it. It's in Bedford.
Yeah.
So it's in Bedford. It's not too far from us.
Closer to my dad, so we can.
Yeah, we stay there and go up. Yeah, I'll probably be definitely looking again at annual tickets. Just
yeah,
like
it'd
obviously.
be good if the annual tickets were transferable between all the all the different
Yeah.
Universals in the world.
That'd be so expensive though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but it'd be worth it. No, I don't know why it would need to be expensive though, because you're still spending money at Universal.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. It's interesting. I'm just glad we've got something in the UK coming.
Yeah, I just don't know how if it's going to live up to
I
it.
don't know. The weather. Like, this is summer and it's like, it looks like it's about to rain.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, is because like what are they? I can't remember what it's called. The parades. Sorry.
Yes, yeah, the parades, yeah.
The parades don't run if it rains.
Well, it would just
So
never run, would it?
They would never have
No.
and they'd never have the people in their costumes unless it's all indoor. But
I think a big thing for the UK people, especially the viewers, they'll probably understand as well, is people that go over to Universal and go over to Disney. We over there in Orlando and probably in California. I've never been in California. There's a lot of outdoor rides. When you go to Universal, you got like Velocicoaster, you got Hulk ride, you got like loads of different rides that are outdoors. But in the UK, where it rains so much, you can't really make them all outdoors. I think they're going to have to make them indoor rides.
But this is what I don't understand with the UK, is we know that the rain is the issue, but all of our theme parks, they're based on the rides, and the rides all are outdoor.
Yeah.
You go to Orlando and they're indoor.
There is a lot of rides, yeah, especially at studios.
And they have a lot of shows and stuff, whereas in the UK we don't have shows, but the shows would be brilliant because
that's what I'm hoping that they do
here. And it would open more jobs for people in the UK, like people that are looking for performing arts and whatever. I don't know. I just think the UK have got their theme parks
the opposite way around,
the wrong way around.
Yeah, which is why I'm hoping with Universal. From the looks of it at the moment, there's 2 outdoor rides. The rest are inside, and I just hope that there's a lot of simulator rides. I hope there's shows and simulators that are indoors.
I think like Peppa Pig World did. I know this is going off subject.
Yeah.
I think they've done all right because they've got their costumes and they've got the houses and everything. Like they've done that right. But yeah, there's a lot of outdoor stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah. Going off subject.
Yeah,
anyway.
no, yeah, anyway. We go back to the free prize over at Disney. So it's this one here. It's Celebrate 626 Day at Disney Springs. So it says here, I'm going to try and read it because it's really small. Seek and find activity. Earn a limited time keepsake by visiting Disney Springs. Locations that are offering unique Lilo and Stitch inspired products. Start at the market stalls and redeem the completed activity at the Havana's store located at the landing. So I think, if I'm right in saying, it is this cup. Let me just check.
The cup is free?
Let me just double check.
It's probably the ticket. The ticket's free.
The ticket's free, yeah.
You get a free receipt after you buy.
So you'll visit selected locations that offer Lilo and Stitch themed products. And once you have completed the scavenger hunt, head over to Havana's limited time keepsake, which is what I said. Sounds perfect way to activity. Completely free to make shopping. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Maybe they haven't shown it just in case. But yeah, there is a free prize. If I get anything, I will pop it.
I bet.
If I can find it, I'll pop it up on the screen.
I bet that 626 pudding stains your teeth.
Do you reckon that this pudding here?
And your tongue.
It's got to.
And then all of the pictures you get on the photo pass, you'll just have blue teeth.
Yeah. Just constantly, just got blue teeth everywhere. So yeah, so those are the ones there. There are 2 new rules at EPCOT apparently in 2026, but they're stupid. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, there's 2 new rules coming to EPCOT 2026. Would you like to guess this one? Yeah, it's reservations are required for Spaceship Earth's adult only lounge. First of all, there's an adult only lounge.
I didn't know there was a lounge.
Yeah, that start. Yeah, but I didn't know that there was an adult one either.
What?
Adult
what do you
only.
do with your kids? Where do you
do you leave your kids just on the outside? just chuck them out.
They can hold the place in the queue.
Don't even get me started with people with that. Oh my days. Right, little off subject, story time about people leaving their kids in the queue whilst they go off. So there was this family. Can't remember what they looked like. Probably could if I tried to really think about it.
No, I don't.
Every ride we went on, we were queuing.
They always seem to be ahead of us as well.
No, it was the dad and the son.
Oh, yeah.
They were constantly being like, oh yeah, my family's further ahead. Family's further ahead. And we just made this running joke in the end that every time we get in a queue, we should be like, my family's just ahead. My family's just, they're on the ride. But you're at the front already and then you just get on the ride. It's the greatest way to get past because everyone just goes, oh yeah. Yeah, you can go through.
Of course, go ahead.
Yeah, go
Queue
ahead.
with
Yeah,
your
your family. Yeah.
But it turned out that they were like half of them were getting in the queue and the other ones were going, I don't know, probably on different rides. They say they were going to the toilet, but you know, and then they'd come back and be like, oh, I had to nip to the toilet and I get it.
Yeah.
There's no toilets in the queue. If you need to go, you need to go. But not every single ride. Like,
oh, it was every ride.
It was every ride.
Literally every ride. There was like it didn't even. We'd go on to like, just to put it in perspective, I think it was at Magic Kingdom, if I remember rightly. Was it Magic Kingdom? Yeah, it was, because it was the Seven Dwarfs. And we went on to the Buzz Lightyear one. Was it the Buzz Lightyear? The Aliens.
Yeah, one of those.
I can't remember which one's which now. But we was at that, and they skipped through. We're like, oh, okay. And then we went on to Space Mountain, which is obviously as you go around a little bit further, and they were there as well. And we were like,
this is all in the space
okay.
of like,
it literally
like
ride back to back.
Yeah.
It was back to back. And then we went over to Seven Dwarfs, which the mine train. It didn't have a long queue at all. And then they did it again. And we were talking to a family, and we said, they're like going through, and they're like, oh yeah, that's where the joke came from. And we said, they've just done it on the 2 previous rides that we've been on. And they were like, they must be doing it on purpose.
Yeah, definitely.
But they were just skipping through. They were in the front within about 5 minutes, and the queue was 75
that's what we were
minutes.
saying, like, oh, my invisible family's at the front.
Yeah.
And they're actually on the ride now.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, so that, obviously the first one was the adult lounge. That was the first rule. The second rule is the 4 attraction strategic challenge.
What does that even mean?
I have no idea. I saw this pop up the other day. I didn't really look into it. The grand return of track... Test track while having another major attraction back. So, as of July 22nd, the park will have 4 legitimate headline attractions, all operating simultaneously. Test Track, Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, and Frozen Ever After. So...
Oh, they've removed the virtual queues. That's what they're saying. Go up.
Oh, okay.
Look, they've removed the virtual queues from the newer attractions. It's possible Test Track will come back with a virtual queue process. If not, that means all 4 of these popular rides will be operating with traditional standby lines, and those lines will be crazy.
They are going to be crazy. Now, I don't know how Guardians was. So, we went back in November. We went November just gone, 2024, and Guardians was still on the booking, wasn't the virtual queue. I remember getting up, like, we was already up anyway, but getting up and just trying to book it.
That first one in the morning, you had to book at, what was it, 7 or 8?
7. It was 7 o'clock, yeah.
If you miss that one, you can't book it unless you're in the park.
Yeah.
And their internet is sketchy.
Yeah.
You don't always get it.
I selected it, and it gave it to me, and then it bugged out and didn't give it to me. And I was like, I had to go up to the front and ask him. I was like, hey, it gave it to me. And obviously, I am seeming as if, oh, yeah, it gave it to me, and I didn't get it just to try and get in. But it genuinely did. We was outside where we was in Paris, weren't we? We was outside the turn-in. So we go in the park the back way, not the main entrance, the back way, because we got off at Broadwalk, walked around, which Broadwalk, by the way, if you guys haven't done Broadwalk, absolutely amazing.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it, yeah.
Yeah, so we go in Broadwalk, go round, walk through, and then you go to your right. And we had the app, and we're trying to get it, and it gave it to me, but it, like, glitched. It was like really slow because the internet was temperamental, and it like gave it to me and then just said error occurred. And I was like, okay. Went to have a look at the time because obviously it gives you a rough time, and there was nothing there. And I was like, what? So I tried to get it again, and it wouldn't give it to me. So I asked them, and yeah, we didn't get it. So you really got to be on time for it. To be fair, like for it to.
I'm part of the Disney Facebook page, and when I went to check, apparently there was someone that had been there for like 2 weeks, and they never got it. They're like, every time I went on it was gone. And people were like, yeah, but you need to be on it before. Yeah. And you need to be clicking it before.
Yeah, you need to know where it is. And I can't exactly remember where it is, but there's a button you just spam it as much as you can to the point where it, like, as soon as it's up, it's bang and it's there.
But it just makes it difficult because I think there were a few people when we were there that were like, oh, we're here for the day.
Yeah.
how do I can't queue. How do you get on? And we were like, well, you have to do it online.
Yeah, you have to book it. Yeah, I think we spoke to someone, didn't we?
For a day ticket, you don't get that option.
Yeah.
You don't have a magic band for a day.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's quite difficult.
It's a little bit limited. I think,
I think you've got to do it online, don't you? On the Disney app.
You've got to use the app. Yeah.
Yeah, which is. Yeah, it absolutely sucks. I'm just trying to see if there is any other big announcements at the moment. I don't think there is, if I remember rightly. I've been looking all morning for it. Obviously, Disney's now got their free dining offers, which is, I think, if you book 2 weeks through them, they've had that all along.
Free dining.
Yeah, so I think you have to
I don't know how this works. The free dining, is that everything included or what?
Yeah, but there's like different packages for it. So like you have to book it. So I think if you book like Riviera, which Riviera is amazing. I don't think Riviera is one of the top ones. I think it's like a medium to like lower one. But if you booked Riviera, you would only get like a certain amount of value per day. I don't exactly know how it works out. This is something where we might have to call my mum and be like, hey, how does the Disney plan work out?
Yeah, how does it work? Because if you just pay for your own food, go really cheap, and then you can have like a massive meal at the end. Does it wrap up?
Just a big, giant meal. I'll have that one and
I'll have 16 courses of the finest.
It was pretty much what we did. We saved all our money, and on the last day, we had the Mickey Christmas pie. That's what we did. And the Mickey Christmas pie, absolutely amazing. However, what I will say, very difficult to do everything. Like you won't get to do everything. It's very, very busy. A little tip for you. I don't know if I should say this. A little tip for you. When you first go in early. If you've got like the weekly ticket, you can be in there before it's actually entrance for it. But what you can do is you can go in, get your little ball or whatever it was. What was it? It was the
their ornaments.
The ornaments for your Christmas tree.
Yeah, they're not. Of course, they're free, but they're not free. They're included in the price, but they're not what I thought they would be. I thought they were going to be one of the really traditional, nice baubles.
But it was just like
a little flat metal thing.
Yeah, it was a little flat metal thing with some stuff, and it was nice.
They're cute,
it's nice,
but not on their own. You need more than one.
Yes, you definitely need more than one. So get your family to kind of split up through that queue and just pick one each.
And go
and
through
then
again.
Yeah, then just go back through again. We didn't know. Okay, so I'll tell you this. We didn't know that you could go back through again. So when we first got our bands, we got it by where Stitch is, which is over is it Tomorrowland? Yeah. Which is on the right-hand side. So we went over the right-hand side because we was already in the park, went and got our bands, and they gave us one. And we were like, amazing. So we went back to the front to go and get these baubles, because we got these things, and we thought, well, that can't be it. Obviously, there's got to be some sort of bauble. We thought it would be traditional. It turns out it wasn't.
Because we were told you get like free cookies and
yeah.
So we thought, oh, well, where do we get these cookies or whatever? So we went back round.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, can we go through? And they were like, oh, no, this is for the party. And we were like, oh, but we're for the party. And they were like, oh, we'll go through. Yeah. And then they were like, here, have Christmas baubles. And we were like, okay.
We just got another load, so we just put more on a backpack. But genuinely, they don't check anything. You could probably walk through 4 or 5 times.
Even when we were done and we were leaving, they had these massive
bags
things
full,
just full of there's like huge bins just full of them.
Yeah, it was. There's a lot to it. You guys can definitely get a lot there. I would say when it comes to the fireworks, not the fireworks, the parade, isn't it? When it comes down to the parade, where they're going through and it's all the snow, absolutely amazing.
It's Snope.
Snope, is it?
It's because it's snow soap. It's soap.
Oh, okay. All right then. So we had it, and our daughter absolutely loved it. It was amazing.
Makes your hair greasy. Don't know what that stuff's made of.
yeah. But it was amazing. It was stunning. We got some videos and some images. I'll pop some up here. But yeah, it's really good. But get there early and just sit on the curb. Just sit on the curb. You'll be told to take like kind of a move back, and it's absolutely fine. But
everyone's really friendly. I think we do this British thing when you get there, as you sit down, you're like, oh, they're in the way, blah blah blah. But actually, when it comes down to it, when the parade starts, everyone's really considerate, and they're like, oh no, sure, go ahead. Like, can you see blah blah blah?
They're very friendly
work
there, aren't
together
they? Yeah.
To have the best time.
Yeah.
But I think the British part of us is like, ow, people are in your way, and then you're like, no, wait a minute. It's fine. I can see.
Yeah. And it was like, when it comes down to the fireworks show as well, that was incredible. It was the Minnie's one, wasn't it? Minnie had her own one.
Which one?
the last one that we had. It was the mini. There was one for mini. I'm sure we've got the leaflet somewhere. We still got it upstairs. It will tell you what fireworks show it was. But I'm pretty sure it was Mini's one. And again, get there early because you would think that like where there's limited amount that you can book the tickets, if that makes sense. Like there's only limited tickets that you can buy, and you have to, order for the day that you're going. That there wouldn't be loads of people. And I tell you now, there's about the same as what people go in.
Yeah, you'll still
normally.
be queuing to
You'll
get
still
on rides.
be queuing. The queues aren't as long.
No.
We walked on Tiana. Lydia didn't want to go on it. She went on it one time, and I've actually got a funny video.
Yeah, she swears she didn't like it.
I will put it here, but so this video, obviously I know it's going to be up here, but this video, we're there, and I recorded the whole way around, and Lydia is there, and she's like, I can see it in my head now. She's there and I recorded, and she looks over the edge, over my shoulder, and you see her just smile.
Just on the drop.
Yeah.
And she can see the whole of
And she smiles, and she's smiling. She crashes down, and she's laughing, and then when she gets off, she went, I didn't like that.
She swear, even now, she's like, I'm not going on again, I didn't like it.
Even though I've got the footage.
We were like, but we saw you smiling. She was like, what did she say? My face was smiling, but I actually wasn't happy.
It's just, that kid was funny. But yeah, you could have walked on it, but we didn't walk on it. She didn't want to go on it, which was a shame. But we had food at the Diamond Horseshoe. It was like a...
Yeah, but I kind of regret doing that because then it meant I didn't get to enjoy any of the free snacks.
Yes, yeah, we did eat a lot of food. That mashed potato is incredible.
I would have liked to have had that some other night, and then for the Christmas thing, just enjoy all the Christmas stuff.
I think that's probably the main thing. Okay, so I think that's probably the news done. Obviously, we're doing this weekly, so every week we'll bring you the latest news of what there is.
We just go off on a tangent and we'll just talk about
we'll go off on a tangent.
Whatever comes up.
I've been to Disney loads, and there's a lot of information that we have. I have found some videos, by the way, some really, really funny videos. I don't know if you've seen them. You may have seen them before. They're over on TikTok. I am just trying to find TikTok. There you go. So there was some on TikTok, and there's a few with the Grinch, but I want to show you. Yeah, I know. I want to show you the Stitch one first. Have you or has anyone ever seen Stitch run?
No. Maybe.
Let me just show you. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Can you put the sound on though? Put the sound on, right, ready? Here we go. So this is Stitch running, okay? Look at the feet, right? Just wait.
Oh no!
Watch him here. He just walks back in.
No.
But Stitch running, look. The person in the costume, like...
Why did he think that jump would work?
I don't know, it just slips. Stitch wants popcorn during the parade. So yeah.
Oh.
And then obviously with Lilo having a tantrum, but yeah.
Oh.
I guess he wanted his ears cleaned. Stitch didn't like being replaced, so he did this. Oh, I've seen this actually.
Did he kick it?
He throws it in the middle of the road. And Mary Poppins comes over. Yeah.
I love Stitch.
But the bit with him running and slipping over, where is it?
I don't know why he thought that would work. Look, like...
Here, look.
It's the legs up. Like, oh my...
So yeah,
He's
that's
committed.
Stitch running. I've never seen Stitch run in a costume. But obviously, I had a really good photo of Stitch. I had a hoodie, didn't I, at the Christmas party. And a jumper, it was a red Christmas jumper, and it lit up. And I showed him. Lydia wasn't very happy because I took Stitch away from
Stitch is her favourite. And we told her, don't bother meeting him throughout our whole holiday. Just meet him on the Christmas thing because it will be better. And she was like, okay. And then he went and stole the show with his Christmas jumper.
Yeah, this is the photos. You guys can see the photos. Yeah, Stitch really liked my jumper. He did he did like my jumper. Some guy did an impression of Chewbacca. There's obviously that guy that does it. He goes over to Universal Studio. He goes to Universal characters and Disney characters. He goes, "Hey, it's me, it's Scooby." Wherever he does. Absolutely hilarious. But someone did a Chewbacca one. Just listen to it. Okay, ready? Chewie! I'm crying. It's the way Chewie stares.
It's the teeth. It's his face like this. It's just like.
I'm crying. I'm absolutely crying. Watch it again. Chewie. He just walks away. Oh, I'm crying. It's one of the best videos I've seen. I've seen some impressions, but that.
You don't expect that Chewie to be that good of a character meet, but he's amazing. So fun.
He's amazing. We got some incredible photos taken because we had the photo pass, didn't we? The memory maker. Sorry, I'm trying to sort my eyes out. We had the memory maker, and it was like he saw a badge. Lydia's badge said like, "It's my first time here today," or something like that.
First visit.
And yeah, so she had this badge. And he looked at it, and he was
they
like...
were on the photo. I think we had to take those photos.
It might be, yeah.
They didn't have a professional photographer there.
I'm sure, as you guys will see this, as we're talking about things, I will pop up the images so you can see them. But yeah, we had that, and that was just after we took the photo of the lightsaber one, where I was being lifted up. That photo is incredible as well.
They have some really skilled photographers there. And they come up with some really good ideas on what works and what doesn't. Yeah. Some of them are just take the picture just because they need to take a picture, but some of them really
get into character, or they really get the shots.
And they're like, "Oh, actually, Dad, come here, get involved, do this." Like,
Star Wars is the best place for it. They have the ones with the lightsaber, especially at nighttime. If you guys are doing stuff with your kids and it's in the evening towards winter, best time to do it is nighttime over at Hollywood Studios at the Star Wars bit. And just look out for people with the lightsabers. Speaking of looking out for people, little tip for you guys: if you want to find Rey at Star Wars, she is just hidden. She doesn't have a set time that she's out. She doesn't have a set place that she'll be. What she does, and the best thing to do, is look out for the Stormtroopers and Kylo Ren, because when they're out, she comes out. And she's actually hiding from them, but she'll always be behind them, following them. Nice little bit of information to take over, but yeah, so basically when the Stormtroopers are out with Kylo Ren, she'll be out. She'll be behind somewhere, away from where they're walking, and she'll be hidden. Kids can go up and go speak to her.
You can go up and talk to her. It's not a photo moment, but photo opportunity.
There's no one with a camera there.
There's no one with a camera there, but you can obviously take your own photos.
Yeah, and we got some with Lydia.
She will pose, but she really stays in character like the whole time.
Yeah, she does. It's a really, really good place. Star Wars is probably one of my favourite lands,
But
I think.
we were saying about Chewbacca.
Yeah, Chewbacca. Yeah, back off on that tangent. Chewbacca is amazing. So when he met Lydia, we've got a photo of her looking up, smiling, and he's like, you know, like he's excited, and it's he's a really good character to me.
He was really fun. There were so many people there, and I think someone gave him like a little tiny baby. Oh my gosh, and that was so cute. Like,
someone gave a baby to Kylo Ren, didn't they?
Yeah.
So
no, they held it up over the bridge. It was like...
So we were up. So we kind of where Chewbacca is. So I'll bring the thing up. Kind of where Chewbacca is. We were up and around the corner, and we see Kylo Ren, and Lydia's like, "Daddy, I don't want to see him. Like, he's scary. I don't want to see him." And I was like, "No, it's all right. I want to see him." So we kind of shimmy round, and we go there, and this guy's like, "Kylo!" It just shoves his baby. You can't see him, by the way.
You can't see the man.
You can't see the man. You just see the baby and his head looking like, and it's a newborn baby. It's like this.
Yeah,
and Kylo
trying to hold his head up.
Kylo's like, "Your force is strong with that one." Just walks away, and the baby's like trying to balance his head over this wall. And then he walks over to me, and I went, "Kylo," and he like just turned his head to me, and I was like, "That one," and pointed to Lydia, who was like hid. And she's like this, and she backs against the wall, and he like walks up to her and he's talking to her, and she's like, he's like, do you know where the Wookiee is? And she's like this. And I'll post the video up. Like the video is just incredible of her doing it. It's so funny.
It is quite intimidating though, especially for a child. Like, there's one thing to go and interact with like Minnie and Mickey, because they're just going to give you a cuddle.
Yeah.
But like when he comes and he's like, "What did?" And you, oh, have you seen this? And you're like, "Oh." I think even me in that video was like, a little bit like, "Oh." It's not scary, but it's intimidating.
It is intimidating.
You don't know what they're going to do.
Absolutely.
They stay in character.
And we did it at night time as well, so it's so much more scarier. But it's absolutely quality. Okay, so another video I had here was Eeyore. This one here.
The tail, you look fantastic. Eeyore, I love you.
He's just like.
He doesn't even wave. It's like...
Yeah, look.
Sir, the tail, you look fantastic. Eeyore, I love you.
Hi. So I would like to now meet Eeyore. I've never met Eeyore.
I remember being on the phone, like you weren't with me, and I was on the phone to you, but I was with other people, and that was something, you were like, I don't know, having a bad day or something, and I was like, what's up with you? You sound like Eeyore. And they were all like laughing. They were like, what the hell, where did that come from? I was like, you sound exactly like Eeyore.
Eeyore's just so depressive, really. He is so depressive. Obviously, the Grinch. So going to a little bit in Universal, we went to Universal. We saw the Grinch before he was actually properly out. They were doing test runs, and we were able to get in about half an hour.
Yeah, the next day.
When it was official.
450 minutes.
Yeah,
straight away.
it was genuinely like 400 plus minutes. It was insane. We met him. Absolutely incredible. Got some incredible photos with him, with you and Lydia. He showed Lydia where he wallows everywhere. Showed her his bed, which was the sofa.
And his table.
And his table.
And his sofa.
Yeah. Yeah, he showed us a lot.
Which
but
is all the same thing.
I've seen people that give him like an onion and he goes crazy for it.
Yeah.
And then someone has done this, which is quite funny.
Can you explain this photo?
Okay, first of all, that's for Martha's eyes only. I don't know how you got it. Hello.
Sorry. The character to stay in, like, if you watch his face.
Can you explain this photo?
Yeah, he definitely wants to
He's
laugh.
there, he's like, okay.
First of all.
It snaps in his head, he's like, okay. How am
I going to play this?
Yeah, he's really thinking about it. But some of these now from the Grinch, this is obviously a compilation. I'll play through the compilation. Some of them are hilarious.
The next one I've seen is one of my favourite ones. It's when he stands next to the tree with the onion. He's like... it's the next one.
Look. All right.
That's for Martha's eyes only. I don't know how you got it. Hello.
I brought you something.
What?
This.
The onion.
Yeah. They didn't show it.
I'm scared. Shut up. That's what I still want for Christmas. For you to shut up.
Wait, there's a baby one.
Are you me from the past? My goodness, I was gorgeous. What's up with me? I gotta get a photo of this and remember this photo. God, don't just stand there. Go. Help him. Help me put it down. Go.
I got you a gift. I got you a gift.
He just froze it.
This is not natural. I should not be able to do that. Get in there. Give me. You can't treat me like that.
Don't yell at me.
I can yell all I want.
I think I love him so much because he's real strong Michael Scott vibes.
Michael Scott, he is. You could see Michael Scott playing him. You really could. If you guys don't know, Michael Scott's from The Office in the US.
Everyone
Absolutely
knows
incredible.
who he is.
I know, just someone might not. But you have that from the Grinch. The Grinch is amazing. We actually saw the show as well, didn't we? They had a show.
The show's amazing, and they have a real dog for Max. Best actor.
He's in the scene for about 10 seconds.
No, I was watching
And
him.
you see the trainer stand up and go, treats.
I was watching him for most of the show. He was the goodest of all boys.
The goodest.
Yeah.
Great English. Great English. Yeah, there's it is a really, really good show. Yeah, those are the videos. There is another one that I do have of the Grinch. I'll play it.
¿Estás hablando con el Sancho? Hey, what is up, my guy?
My guy.
It's the same ones. Yeah, they're pretty much the same compilations, but they're quality. I think they're really, really good.
Yeah.
I do
like
enjoy the Grinch.
The Grinch is a good
He's
one.
really, really good.
It was
Yeah,
a really good addition, I think.
he is good.
I'm surprised it took him so long to bring him to the thing.
Yeah, I kind of hope, because he's at Universal, I kind of hope he comes to the UK. I think it would be massive.
He must be the most fun character to play. Like those,
got to be.
Those actors must be like, yes, I'm on
I
Grinch
wonder
today.
I wonder what like his rules are though. Like I wonder what he can and can't say. You know, because a lot of characters like they can't say a lot. Like, he can scream in your face. He can throw stuff away. He can say you look hideous.
I don't know. Well, I mean, yeah, there's
I don't
obviously
know.
limits.
Yeah, there's got to be something. Yeah, there's limits, obviously, especially when there's children around. You can't say some stuff.
Have
but-
you seen the one where he's like, they sit down on the thing and then he like presses the lever and it flings the kid out of the seat?
No.
I don't think it's there. I think it's some other.
Oh, really?
other
It must be
place.
something. Yeah, it won't be Universal throwing a kid away. Oh my days. Yeah, but no, Universal's amazing. I think some of their character interactions are incredible there.
The dinosaur one's insane.
Dinosaur one was really, really good. That's the one where you queue, you go over, and then you stand in front of the raptor. Is it a raptor? No, T-Rex.
It's blue.
Is it Blue?
Yeah.
Yeah, you stand in front of Blue from Jurassic World, and then you're you got to get a photo, but he's like literally behind you, and then he's like, "Oh, have a look," and as you turn around,
He's right
like,
there.
goes for you.
He gets closer and closer behind you. You don't know because you're just. And then when you turn around, his teeth are like. Ooh.
And Lydia literally wouldn't come near us, so she's right in front of it. There's a good video, and there's a photo obviously of it, and she's like stood right in front. She would not come near it. She was so scared. She cried again. Again, that was another one that she cried at.
Part of the reason why we really want to go back because I don't think she'd cry as much next time.
I agree. I hope we can go back. We plan to go back and then obviously like vlog the areas and basically do daily stuff. And then we want to record a podcast whilst we're there. We want to do a few podcasts where we go to a park, find somewhere quiet that looks amazing, and then do a podcast or even a live podcast or something whilst we're there. I think that would be absolutely incredible. Yeah, it would be good. Okay, so we're going to call it time now. We've gone through quite a lot of stuff. I know there's not many stories, but we're going to have a little look. Some of the stories that we found were quite old. They're like 2 years old. But we're going to be posting these weekly every Monday. That you guys can watch them. Make sure to like and subscribe. Drop a comment. Let us know the last time you guys went. And if you guys got any funny stories or any funny videos or interactions that you may have had, please send it over. I'll put like an email in. I might even start a Reddit at some point if this gets bigger. But I'll put an email in and just send it to us, or even onto any of our social medias.
Yeah, and TikToks, things like that.
TikTok, Instagram Reels, anything. And if there's something that you want to see or something that we may have missed, please let us know. Or if you have any insider things, let us know as well. Other than that, enjoy, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.